Today, I'm going to be counting down and rating the top 5 celebrities I've met. Well, I've actually had pretty lucky interactions with these celebrities I'll be counting down today. Some were unexpected and some were planned. Nevertheless, let's just jump straight into it. So starting at number 5, we have Scott Morrison. Now, this was quite a funny one. I ran into him at NRL home ground game. I was told that he might be there, but I didn't think I'd be actually running into him. I am not getting into politics, okay? That is not my jurisdiction at all, so please hold off the political comments about this guy, okay? Cool. Anyway, moving on from that, taking all of that politics away from Scott Morrison, I had a small chat with him. I got a photo of him here. He's actually a pretty down-to-earth guy. He's pretty friendly, he likes to smile a lot. I love how he's a big supporter of the NRL Sharks, like I am. We're having a small conversation, and it was quite funny because he was telling me about his trip to Fiji. He went to, back at the time, this was 2019. Yeah, he was telling me about his trip to Fiji and how the people there made him a personalised Fiji x NRL Sharks shirt. And if you don't know, Fiji is like a little island off the coast of Australia. It's a lovely place. Scott Morrison is at number 5 for me because, well, first of all, he's a politician. I don't really get involved in politics at all. Moving on to number 4, Dominic Sherwood. If you don't know him, he is an English actor, so he is from the UK. Dominic Sherwood's most notable roles as an actor has been in Shadowhunters. He plays as Jace Wayland. He actually plays the main actor in Taylor Swift's music video, Style. Along with Vampire Academy, he plays Christian Ozira. Now, this was a planned interaction with Dominic Sherwood. I was at the Comic-Con convention in Sydney. They do like meet and greets, Q&A panels, photographs, autographs, all of that cool stuff. I was waiting in line. I gotta say, it kind of scarred me because it was kind of awkward at first. I don't know if it was the look on my face that was just full of surprise, but Dominic Sherwood said to me, God, this is kind of traumatizing. Are you okay? Talk about fangirling too hard. That was embarrassing for me. He laughed though. It was funny. Of course I was nervous, like, it's Dominic Sherwood. No, but overall he was very friendly, he's nice. He was a little bit different than the rest of the actors I've met, which I will mention in a bit. But he was a little bit reserved. I wouldn't say uptight, but you could tell he kind of had his guard up. So those were the kind of vibes I got off him. He was just a bit more reserved than I thought he would be in person. He also has very beautiful eyes. If you have not seen his eyes, here, they are very beautiful to see in person. So Dominic Sherwood has this condition called heterochromia, and essentially that is a very, very rare occurrence with his eyes. It's like half blue, half brown. I think they're really pretty, especially in person. Now, Dominic Sherwood is number 4 for me because it was a little bit more awkward than I thought it would be, and I guess he wasn't as talkative, but again, that's just how I received it and how it looked to me. But overall, lovely person, very lovely person. Coming down to number 3, Chris Brown. No, not that Chris Brown, this Chris Brown. The Aussie bloke. All of you Australians, I believe, majority of us have grown up with Chris Brown on our screens, mainly with Bondi Bet. Now Chris Brown is an Australian veterinarian and he is also a TV presenter. You've probably seen him on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here or The Living Room. Now this is one of those encounters where I wasn't expecting, you know, it was out of the blue. So, funnily enough, I actually ran into Chris Brown at a party I didn't even know he was going to be at. That was funny because I was freaking out. Because far out, who goes to a party and not know Chris Brown's there? Well, I have to say, Chris Brown is freaking tall. He is a tall bloke. Like, I know I'm not the tallest person, but he is massive in person. Massive. He's very tall. I felt like an ant next to him. He was there with his wife as well. She's very lovely. He was great. He was very, very friendly and welcoming, especially because in a party scenario, you know, some celebrities may not be as welcoming to having unwanted attention or photographs of people at a party. He's a pretty easygoing bloke. He's not really one to be irritated easily. It's pretty chill. He's a pretty relaxed guy. I even asked for a second photo with him and he didn't mind at all. He just laughed. I didn't have much time to talk to him because, you know, I didn't want to bother him. He was with his wife, so like surrounded by friends as well. It didn't really seem like the right situation to have a proper meet and greet with him. He's a great guy. He's tall, but he's very friendly. Now, coming down to number 2, we have Keegan Allen. If you don't know who he is, he's an American actor. He's from the US. His most notable roles have been in Pretty Little Liars. He plays Toby Cavanaugh. Along with the new hit series, Walker, he plays Liam Walker. Now, like Dominic Sherwood, this was planned. It was the same convention actually, not the same year though. I met Keegan Allen at the Comic-Con events. Quite a casual guy, a little bit more quiet than I thought he would be. You can kind of get the vibe he's a good listener. But overall, he was very welcoming. I gotta say, I was a little bit disappointed. The fact that he grew out his hair, it was nearly as long as my hair. So I actually didn't recognize him at first when he walked in. His hair was very long. Got a photo here, but kind of wanted him to have the shorter hair. But anyway, that's fine. He's a lovely guy, he's very friendly. Keegan Allen's at my top 2 because growing up watching Pretty Little Liars, and I think he does a fantastic job. Coming down to my top number 1 celebrity I've met. Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell, he has been my favorite actor growing up. He's at my number 1 right now because I have been a big fan of him since the start, mostly because I've been watching his most notable role, the Green Arrow. He plays Oliver Queen. Besides his most famous role on Arrow, he's also starred in the newest series, Heels, along with other movies and shows like Code 8, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he's also made guest appearances on the other CW shows such as The Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and Batwoman as well. So I grew up watching Arrow, the show. He was perfect for that role. He was great at it. Got a photo here of me and him. Now this was a similar convention in Australia. It was at Supernova. I met up with him for a photograph, and I also went to his Q&A panel as well.
So I go with flying. I don't really know how that helps his archery skills, but now I'm gonna go with my first answer, patience. It is a superpower. Trust me, I'm married, it's a superpower.
And he's actually a pretty funny guy. He has a very big smile. It kind of just brings out his eyes when he has that big smile. Very welcoming, very kind. He's a very social person. He gave me a very warm welcome. He's a very humble guy, which I love about him. Now, Stephen Amell is at the top of my 5 celebrities I've met because he has such a welcoming and warm personality, and I'm a massive fan of him, and it honestly was a dream come true meeting him. Stephen, I really appreciate that. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below if you've met any celebrities and if they were good or bad interactions. Subscribe for more content. I'll see you in a bit. Take care. Bye.